Hey, howdy, folks. I wanted to do a quick gear rundown, breakdown of some a piece of equipment I took with me to Colorado on a backcountry elk hunt that I did 2 weeks ago. And I wanted to talk about something that really worked flawlessly for me. It went exactly the way I wanted it to, and it's something that I totally did not come up with on my own. This is right here. I'll show you the benefit of watching YouTube, honestly. And I wish that I could remember the guys' names that gave me so much info over the last few months of my research before I went on my trip, because I'd never been to Colorado, never been out west, didn't have anything about hunting elk, and didn't know what to expect or anything like that. So basically, I just turned to someone else's experience and them just being willing to throw their information out there on the internet. So I'm trying to do the same, and thought maybe if you haven't already, definitely go in under the search bar if you're looking for backcountry type hunting tips and gear and things like that. Is don't limit yourself to hunting. I think one of the big backcountry hunters that's on YouTube, I was looking at his channel the other day, and he had like 80 or 90,000 subscribers, which is a lot of subscribers. I mean, it's 80 or 90,000 times more than I have now. So, but one of the biggest things is I happen to notice that a really cool guy that I like to watch his adventures and things like that. He's a trail hiker. He thru hikes, and he enjoys going out and hiking. He doesn't hunt, at least not that he videos, and he has like 190,000 subscribers, or almost 200,000 subscribers. That is a whole lot more of a market that you can tap into. There's a lot of different things, and when it comes to gear, even, sorry, hunting industry. As soon as you put camo on it, this $9.99 T-shirt turns into $69.99. That's just how that works. And so something that I saw, you'll see a lot of is like the jet boils, or MSR's got a whole lot of different types of cook kits and things like that. The all-inclusive ones, the ones that come with everything, they're really cool. They're really neat. They're very all-inclusive. You just buy it. You don't even have to take it out of the box if you don't want to. You can just go straight out to the woods, pull it out of the box, and light it up, and you're good to go. But those self-contained systems like that are going to run you like $100 on the cheap side, maybe 200. I think one of the things that I was watching the other day on from another YouTube guy, he one stove that he swears by was $235. And when I show you what I do, what I did in Colorado, and what many other people are doing, you're going to really kind of question what the heck is he getting, out of a $230 stove that we can't do for $35. This is $35, everything here, and this is everything that I needed to cook mountain houses, potatoes, rice, anything. I cooked all kinds of stuff out there. Coffee, hot chocolate, anything. So anyway, let's break this open real quick. One of the guys that I watched, he's the only one that mentioned this, but I'll tell you, it was really nice, is that he mentioned having a big heavy rubber band, or some sort of tie to hold it all together. You're awesome, dude. You kept everything from rolling around in my pack or rattling any more than it is. So anyway, I had this rubber band just laying around in the garage. Put that on there. It worked perfect. So this is the mug. It was nested right here in the bottom. Pulled that off. This is just a standard, nothing special mug. Now, you can go online, or you can go to REI or any of those places and find pretty much this exact mug. Toaks, I think, sells one. Every backpacking company out there sells it, and they're like $15 because they're stainless, or they're titanium, or whatever. I found this at Walmart in their camping section. I think it was $4.98. Okay. This is the Stanley cook kit. Okay, it actually is labeled as a cook kit, so we didn't have to like re-engineer the wheel here. We just used what they sold us as. But this was $10 at Walmart. See, it's made by Stanley, and I'm a construction guy. I use their thermoses for everything, all of that stuff. So, you know, I trust their name. Anyway, comes with a nice lid. Great thing about this kit with this mug is that lid fits on that mug. When you're boiling water out in the in temperatures that are less than like 60 degrees, having a lid on something definitely helps it go quicker. Definitely helps you conserve fuel, which is going to make things last longer, which means that you don't have to pack as much extra fuel with you. So anyway, all right, let me just show you what I'm doing here. There's my fuel canister for my stove. I'm getting to my stove. Hang on one second. Here's my stove, and I have some pictures, I believe, in the box that I will throw in there because there's like 9 million of these things on Amazon for different ones on Amazon for sale, and I want to make sure that you guys see which one that I bought, and I'll get to why in a minute. The other thing I got down in here, this was not included on the other guy's video that I saw. But this is something my dad bought me years ago. He just saw it in a sporting goods store, I guess, that he saw it, and he just really liked it. But anyway, this thing is like all-inclusive little cutlery kit. It just snaps together, and it unsnaps. Maybe. There we go. Unsnaps there. They fit better in there separately, but anyway, that's what I've got in there. So that way I've always got my fork, I've got my spoon. And in my emergency kit, I packed a plastic spork from Taco Bell. Free. Love it. Anyway, one thing I threw in there since I got back, a little bit of steel wool or SOS pad or whatever, because I didn't pack it originally when I went out to Colorado, because I wasn't planning on actually cooking food in here. That was not my original plan. However, when I got there, it ended up that 2 evenings, it was just easier to cook my rice in here because the bag that I was supposed to cook it in was compromised, and I wasn't actually able to pour hot water into that. So anyway, in order to clean this, it was a real pain without having something abrasive. All I had was a little microfiber towel, which is also the only thing that's missing from here. I had a little slightly under a half of a microfiber towel in here, so that way I could dry it out or clean it up a little bit in case I had dirt or remnants or anything like that in there. Just trying to do a little bit of housekeeping. All right, stove. Sorry. Okay, this is called the Etekcity stove. I got it on Amazon, and there are literally thousands of these out there on models and everything. However, I bought this one because the reviews on this particular model were 10 times better than anything else that was out there. And on top of that, this was $13. Okay? But wait, I put it in my shopping cart. I waited 2 weeks while I was looking at other stuff. Then I got an alert saying that stuff had changed in my shopping cart. So I was like, man, that usually means everything went up price. So I went back and looked at it. No, it went down to $8.98. So I spent $9 on this stove. I spent $10 on this. I spent $5 on this. So what is that? Now we're up to $24. Carry the one. Make sure you, yeah. Anyway, this was like $12 for this when my dad bought it. So I threw that number in there just to kind of be fair. If you don't have this, just pack a plastic spork from Taco Bell. I mean, it's just that easy. I just liked having the metal utensils. It was a little bit easier for me to eat and a little bit more enjoyable for me. Got this, $3.95. This one can cooked my food and over half of my dad's food for the entire time we're there, and there's still fuel in there. I probably could have made it and we were in the woods for 5 nights. So we cooked over 5 dinners. Actually over 8 because he cooked 3 on my stove. So had we had to just have one thing of fuel, no problem for over 5 nights. You can do 2 guys on one of these little tiny. This is the smallest fuel canister. Let's see, because Walmart didn't even sell this. It's 3.5 ounces. That's the only thing that's tricky about this, is that I was not able to find this size at Walmart that fit inside my cook kit. I had to actually go to Dunham's, which is not a big southern store. There's one in my grandmother's hometown, and so when I went up for a family reunion, I picked up a whole bunch. So anyway, and so that's my cook kit. Like I said, the only thing that's missing out of this is that I had a little microfiber towel that I stuffed down in the bottom. Then I put everything down in there. So, but I'll show you how I just put everything back in here. I put the SOS pad in there, fold my fork up, put that down in there, fold my spoon up, make sure all my fins are closed up on my stove, spin that all around, fold the tab in, that just slides down in there. Take my fuel, slide that there, lid, put that on, fold that over, and then right back into everything, and then put the rubber band right back on top here, and we are good to go. Lesson learned. This little tab on top, if you go to Walmart, this is going to have a little green plastic tab. You also, if you go on and search Stanley cook kits all over YouTube, everybody tells you to get rid of that. Well, I said, why? Don't worry about it. No big deal. I'm not planning on really cooking over anything hot because I was only going to use my stove for stuff. Well, I came up, I wanted a cup of coffee midday, and I really didn't want to fire up my stove and risk burning up fuel for that. So I just put water in my pot. We already had a little campfire going, and I just set the pot right in the campfire and heated it up. And right about the time that my water got to boiling, that little green tab on top of my stove just went and melted all over everything. So that's why they tell you to remove it. That's why they tell you to take it off of there. So if you are planning on cooking on an open flame, if you're planning on cooking this in something that's going to get heat like from here up, definitely get rid of that plastic tab on the top. I got a key ring on there. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, found it helpful, whatever, give me a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe if you would like this video and want to see some more. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you happen to remember who in the world it was that I saw some of these videos for, feel free to drop their name in the comments, because again, I did not come up with this idea. I just want to make sure I got it out to a couple more folks. And but yeah, leave a comment. I will respond to it. And check me out on Instagram, budgetbowhunter88. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to see your pictures and all of that stuff too. So thanks for watching. Take care.